In this video, I'll be filming a day in the life of what I do as an 18-year-old in property. Hi guys, my name is Harley and welcome to the Premium Property YouTube channel where we provide weekly content for beginners in property. If you're new around here, please make sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video so we can get this out there to more young, budding property investors. So guys, the life of a property sourcer can get very busy at times. So I guess it'd be good for me to give you an insight into what I do on a daily basis. So this is a typical day of what I would usually do. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through exactly, so what I do, how I structure my day, and the sort of times where I work best, what time I wake up, what time I go to bed, and what time I sort of relax, because I feel like that's also important as well. So yeah, I'm just going to be going through sort of how I, like I said, structure my day and essentially what I do in a typical day. So today guys, I wake up at 5 AM every day. So yeah, I know that's really early to some of you, but I'm an early bird. I do a lot better, I'm a lot more productive, do a lot better work in the morning. So I like to get up early, get the tasks done nice and early, and that way I can sort of spend more time with my family or my girlfriend in the evenings when they're awake. So yeah, that's what I do. I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I get into bed at 9 o'clock, go to sleep at 10 o'clock every night, and then I wake up at 5. Some days if I have to get more done or I'm going out in the evening, I'll wake up at half an hour or an hour earlier, but majority of the time it's 5 AM. So obviously I don't wake up and I'm buzzing to go. I do feel tired when I wake up, but once I sort of get out of bed, get the laptop open, start doing work, then I'm all good to go. So yeah, that's essentially how I start my day. I wake up for an hour. I do so obviously I have my main business, which is property sourcing, and then I've also got some side hustles which I work on, and I usually do them between 5 and 7, or I do the admin tasks such as emails and doing Instagram content and things like that. So that's what I do between 5 and 7. I've already done that today obviously, and today what I'm doing afterwards, so at 10 o'clock I have a viewing, and then I have one at 11 as well, but the one at 11, the guy's been struggling to get hold of the tenants, so that's looking like it probably won't go ahead now. So I've just got the one viewing today at 10 o'clock, and usually what I do, if I'm not doing viewings at that time, I will be on the phone or I'll be doing lead generation tasks. The main income generating tasks, I'll be doing them between sort of 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock. They're the hours where I get the most sort of productive and income generating tasks done in a day. So yeah, today I'm doing that viewing. So I've got that one at 10 o'clock, and that will probably take up half of the day because I'll obviously have to view the property and then I have to get home, and at the moment I'm not driving, so I have to get the bus around everywhere, which is not ideal. I've got a car though, thankfully, so just waiting on a few repairs to be done on it. But yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing this morning. So obviously I'll take you out on that viewing now. I think this house was made for a small person. The doorways are very low, aren't they? Yeah. Hi guys, so as you can see, I've just got home, and now what we're going to do is, obviously you can see my laptop there. I'm going to go through the videos that I took on the viewing, and write it up into the viewing checklist that I've got, and that generates a figure for a refurbishment estimate. I've got 2 refurb sort of viewing checklists that I use and estimates that I use. And then what also I'm going to do is I'm going to ring our builder. So I'm just going to ring him and see if he can give me an estimate of what he thinks the work would be needed for the property. So yeah, I'm going to give the builder a ring, just basically send him the videos, send him the viewing checklist and what I think needs doing, and then get him to give me an estimate. And then what I'm going to do from there, after I've estimated the refurb, I've obviously already done the figures before, so I'm going to add that on, double check the GDV that I've got, and then I'm also going to look at other properties in the area to see what they are selling for, to get a market value for the property. And this will give us a good basis to put our offer in and give the agent some good feedback, obviously with the refurb that needs doing. And then what I'll also do is, obviously, if there's any properties, so this one's listed for 175, if there's any properties that are similar condition that have sold for say 160 or 165, we can use those as reasons for putting in a slightly lower offer. So yeah, that's essentially what we're going to do now. And yeah, make sure when you put in your offers in that you always put good legitimate reasons for putting those offers in. You don't just want to be throwing in lowball offers, because it will just annoy agents. You want to try and make sure that they understand where you are coming from. So yeah, that's a tip for obviously putting offers in. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So guys, I've just finished writing up all of the refurbishment costs, putting them in the checklist and generating what we think the refurb's going to be. So yeah, I've just finished doing that, and now I've also looked at the GDV and sort of other properties in the area to see what the market value is at the moment. So after doing that, the initial figures that we had before viewing the property, they probably weren't as conservative as we would have liked. So now the initial refurb I put was 25,000, and after putting it all in the checklist, it's looking more like 30,000. So that's going to mean that we'll obviously have to put a lower offer in. The GDV is about the same, so the GDV is okay, it's just the refurb which has been affected, so that's quite annoying. And that just means that we were looking, so it's on for 175, we were looking at offering around 150, which is a reasonable offer, and especially with the reasons that we have. Now we're looking at offering more around the 140 mark, which still isn't a bad offer, but I feel like the chances of it getting accepted are a lot slimmer now. We'll still put the offer in, we'll still detail the reasons to the agent, but it's just obviously a case that we'll have to follow up with it, because the agent said they have had other offers, so it's unlikely that it will get accepted. But that's just the game of property. You've got to keep offering and you've got to keep facing those rejections. So yeah, so guys, after putting the offer in, I'm just waiting obviously now for the agent to get back to me. But yeah, it was a bit of a lower offer than I wanted to put in initially. It's not going to get accepted, but yeah, as I said, you've got to go for no in property, and you've got to keep putting the offers in. You've got to keep doing that in order to get the deal flow. And most of the time, the deals are done when you follow up on a rejected offer, because sales fall through, especially at the moment, because the market is so strong. Agents are overvaluing properties, and when people are buying with a mortgage, the lender is obviously valuing the property to the true valuation. It's under what the actual price is the person's paid for, and they're not going to lend on it, so the sale ends up falling through, and that's happening quite a lot at the moment. So yeah, that's where a lot of deals are going to be done in the follow-up, especially in the next few months. So yeah, that's a good tip there. Make sure you have a good system for following up, and I'm going to make a video on the system that we use for our property deals, for the pipeline, and to track our offers that we're putting in. So yeah, if you want that video, comment below and I will make it for you guys. So yeah, obviously I've put the offer in. So yeah, just had my lunch, had a tuna and cheese toasty. So yeah, that was very nice. And yeah, so now it's about 3 o'clock. I had my lunch quite late because I was busy with all the viewing stuff. I usually have my lunch at about 12 o'clock, but had it later today. So now I've had my lunch, I'm all refreshed and ready to go for the day. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be appraising some deals that other sources have sent to us, because we are working with other sources at the moment to help them sell their deals using the brand that we've built up. So I'm going to be doing that, appraising those deals. That will take me probably about an hour or two. And then I'm also going to be creating a new system for that, for the working with other sources, so we can track all the leads we're getting through that. So going to be creating that. That'll take me a while as well. I also love setting up systems. So yeah, like I said, I'll make a video on the sort of system that we use. I definitely recommend Trello though, for anyone who doesn't use it. It's a really, really great system. So yeah, going to be doing that, creating the system for the sources. And then I'm also going to be reaching out to more sources, sending voice notes to them on LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, just expanding the network a bit more. And then finally, what I'm going to be doing is my football team, Manchester United, are playing tonight at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to be watching that. And then along while I'm doing that, I'm going to be, like I said, I have some side hustles going on at the moment. So one of the ones that I'm doing is basically utilising my graphic design skills and selling Instagram carousels on Fiverr. So yeah, I'm in the process of setting that up at the moment. I'm just finalising all the designs for it. So whilst the Man United game's on, I'm going to be doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So guys, I just wanted to check in with you on what I've been doing. So the time is now about 5:30. And what I've been doing is, obviously I put that offer in on the property. We had a feedback from the agent. They did say it was too low, which I was expecting, to be honest. So yeah, we're going to put in a slightly revised offer. We can't really go too higher than 140, which is what we offered. But yeah, we're just going to go again, put a slightly revised offer in and see what the agent says. So that's one thing that happened. Obviously, I was analysing those deals that I spoke to you about from other sources. So I had one rent-to-rent HMO deal. So one thing I want to say about this is we don't have a lot of experience in rent-to-rent. So I was unsure whether we'd be able to actually analyse the deals correctly. But one thing I would say is, if you're unsure about something, and so say if you've done buy, refurbish, refinance like us, and you're looking at rent to rent and you're unsure on the numbers, you don't need to pay for a mentor to understand the numbers. Literally all I did, 20-minute YouTube video, explained all the numbers of rent to rent. It showed me an analyzer, and then what I did, I knew the numbers for HMOs, like the costs such as electricity bills, cleaning, council tax and things like that. And all I did was watch that YouTube video, look at all the HMO costs and create my own analyzer using the structure of the analyzer for our buy, refurbish, refinance deals. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Don't actually worry about getting a mentor. You can, as long as you know how to work out return on investment, all you need to really learn then is what costs go into a deal. So yeah, analysing deals is something you definitely don't need to get a mentor for. So that's just something I'd add. Obviously, I analysed that rent-to-rent deal. There was another guy who had a sort of he's got his own portfolio of sourced deals that he's looking to offload. So I was looking at them as well. And yeah, that's pretty much took me up to now, 5:30. And obviously, as you can probably see, the lighting isn't as good in the video as it was earlier because it's now dark outside earlier. But yeah, that's essentially what I've been doing. And I was working on my bed, so I like to switch up where I'm working throughout the day. So some days I'll sit at my desk and work, some days I'll sit in my bed and work. And I think that's so important to switch up where you're working, because when I'm sitting at my desk, I can often get fed up with things, sit on the bed, get a bit comfortable, especially when I'm doing things like admin tasks. So yeah, that's another tip there for you guys and sort of what I do to mix up my day. So yeah, so now it's about 5:30, and what I'm going to do for the rest of the day is I'm going to create that database for other sources. So that should probably take me around an hour to figure out how to structure it, how to integrate it with all our other apps. And I'm going to use Trello for that. So I'm going to be doing that. And I'm also going to be reaching out to more sources if I get time after I've done the database. So I'm going to be doing that. Obviously, I'm going to be having my dinner throughout that period. So obviously I'm living at home at the moment, so that's really good because I save a lot of money. So yeah, living at home, so my mum is cooking dinner for me, and yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing, having dinner, doing those, and then by the time I've had dinner and done all of that, it'll probably be time where the Man United game comes on, so I'll start watching that, and then I'm going to go through my final designs on Fiverr, get that all set up and ready to go. But yeah, it's been a really good day, really productive day. I've learnt a lot from the viewing, built a decent relationship with an agent from the viewing, obviously learnt a lot from the offer rejected. So yeah, it's been a really good day, and I think I chose a great day to film my day. So yeah, hopefully this has given you a bit of an insight. Obviously I'm going to film a bit more of my day, so yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of it. So guys, I've just finished my dinner, as you've just seen there from that video, and yeah, it's been a really good day. I'm going to leave it here now for the rest of the day because obviously I've only got a few things left that I'm doing, and one of them is the Fiverr stuff. So yeah, going to be doing that and just creating a few more graphics on there and a few more gigs on there. So that's number one that I'm going to be doing, and then the other thing is obviously watching the Man U game, the Man United game. And yeah, that's sort of my way of switching off. It's the only way that I can really relax. I love watching United play, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah, that'll be really fun to obviously watch that. But yeah, it's been a really good day. Made a lot of progress today, and yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have taken an insight into sort of the amount of work that goes into being a property sourcer. It's not something that's you just find a deal and you send someone a Rightmove link and get paid £3,000 for it. So yeah, it's really not like that, and yeah, it does take a lot of work, but I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys take some inspiration into this. And yeah, if you do need any help, please make sure to get us on Instagram. If you have enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another piece of premium property content.